welcome back to the Puntcast. Another podcast with Sam in the seat. Racing, IWAP Racing podcast incoming. We have just been to Cadwell Park, the mountain as it's known.
Oh, yes.
Sam eventually did jump the mountain. There is footage of you jumping the mountain.
Photographic evidence.
So what we're going to do now is give you a full round run through from Friday right through Sunday, because lots happened at Cadwell. We made great steps at Cadwell Park.
We did. We actually
Great steps at Cadwell Park. Lots of changes with gearing, lots of changes with suspension, lots of weird track walks. But tell us how you thought Cadwell Park went, Sam.
Personally, Cadwell Park was good for us. As you said, we did make good steps forward. Obviously never been there in 1,000. And then it had been 2 years from a road there as well. So there was a big difference between obviously riding a Superstock 1000 at it and the Superstock 600.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything comes up a hell of a lot faster, and there's actually a part on the straight where you actually wheelie on 1000. On the 600 it was never there, so it was like, wow, what the fuck.
It's like, oh no.
Oh yeah. So it was very, very, very fast, because obviously Cadwell is such a narrow circuit as well, which makes it even faster.
And in terms of the rider and the agility aspect, how more physically demanding did you feel Cadwell was compared to, say, Brands Hatch or Alton Park?
It is very physical. The first part of the track's not too physical. It's obviously whenever you then come through Chris Curve and then head down towards the gooseneck.
Yeah.
So the gooseneck's the first part of like the flip-flops as such. So as soon as you go through there, so like turn 1, turn 2, it's not too bad, because there's quite a big gap between obviously the left and the right. And then heading out the back straight's fine, and then you have a right, and then you have the big long right, Chris Curve, and then the gooseneck's the first start of you go right, then left, and then down a hill, into Mansfield, left, and then from there it's like right, left, you know, it's quite
so it's quite
physical.
demanding on a big bike.
Very, very physical. Compared to 600 as well, you know.
That's what I was going to say. So like in you're coming, if you take that section from, say, Sector 3 to Sector 4, so coming up to the mountain, up over the mountain, round the back, how does that compare with the 600? Where is the differences with the 1000cc?
The 600 was obviously a lot more nimble, so whenever you went to do like the flick from right to left, the bike just went, you know, it's quite gradual, you know, it's quite nice. Where the 1000, you really have to like get over it, basically, you know, get on top of it and really manhandle it.
Throw her over there.
Yeah, which was the big difference that I saw, obviously, because the first couple of times through Hall Bends, I was coming in, it's like, right, the last time I rode the 600 here, I was like, come up, just open throttle nice, touch the limiter, wee tip in, flick left, you know, and then the first lap out of it, I was like, oh shit.
Nope.
No, not happening. So it took a wee bit of time. Obviously, it took all of FP1, I would say, to try and get my head wrapped around that. And the way obviously the bike is a lot different, because obviously whenever you go through Hall Bends, the last section of it, you go over like the rise, and on the 600, the bike's actually quite settled through there, where on the 1000, because you have that bit of extra weight, whenever the bike does go light, it can get out of shape. So that was the first time sort of doing that, if you know what I mean. But apart from that, it was good. Like,
it's good. And have you high points and low points that you took away from Cadwell? What were your favourite points for Cadwell Park?
Probably jumping the mountain was good, which was good, because everybody wants to jump the mountain. Not that it was anything spectacular.
We did joke the entirety of the time, the whole way there, that he wasn't going to jump.
No, because I even said it was like, and the thing is, like, it's crazy, because on a 600, you can roll over the mountain, and it's fine. Or if you want to try and jump it, like whenever I was in the 600, like if you're in the middle of a race, you had to like really like go for it. It's like, I'm going to jump this, and like, there was no jumping, it was literally just a wheelie. Where on the 1000 it was like, I'm not going to jump it all weekend, I'm just going to roll over it, blah blah blah. And I'd like felt like I was rolling over it, but obviously I was jumping it. So it was like,
oh shit.
So it was good.
Tell me the technical factors. Where do you feel you struggled over the weekend?
For me personally, struggling was through Chris Curve, down into Mansfield. After Mansfield, through the mountain over the gooseneck was fine, or over through Hall Bends was fine, and then obviously into Barn I struggled a lot into there as well, because obviously in the 600, the whole riding style behind the 600 is you get into the corner. You try and hit the apex as early as you
Ride
can.
the corner round.
Sort of reel the corner, where on 1,000 you can't do that.
Yeah.
So it's trying to take that step back then to obviously make that step forward. But it was good in the race because I always enjoy racing. I don't like practice because in practice you're out there on your own. You know, you can't, unless someone comes past you or you make the effort of going, right, I'm going to go out behind this specific rider. You can learn.
Yeah, 100%.
You don't get that, where in a race you're all mass starting. You're in around people who you're sort of in around the same speed with, because obviously your qualifying time. But you can learn so much in a race. That's why I love racing, because you're in that bunch of people, and if you get past someone, then you're on to the next person who's a little bit faster, and then if you get past that person magically, you're on to the next person who's a little bit faster, so you're learning as you go along.
It is probably one of your strongest points.
Yeah,
you know, your racecraft is very good. You know, you've got strong, you know, your tire wear is very good during race. You tend to set some of the fastest times overall through a race section.
Yeah. Because like I say, you always have, it's like the carrot and the donkey.
Yeah.
You know, you're the donkey, and you always have that carrot in front of you to catch. But
just keep going at it. Keep
going.
at it. Well, that was Cadwell Park, done and dusted. Happy with your results at Cadwell?
Yeah, we ended up 13.
P13.
Yeah, P13.
P13
so
championship points.
Putting the
Again,
points again.
climbing up the championship tally.
For the first year in Stock 1000, to be in the points is a massive achievement. Obviously,
Absolutely.
there is a grid of 42.
Yeah.
So even to be in the top half is fantastic for me. There's way more experienced guys out there who, well, I'm beating them as such.
Are behind you?
Yeah, are behind me as such. So
Absolutely.
to be in front of them guys as well, it's a big achievement.
Unbelievable. Well, next up, we go to Donington.
Yes, to Donington, where it all.
We'll see what's going to happen there.
Yeah, it all went.
And that is the end of this week's Punt Podcast.
Yeah.
Enjoy.